Good evening everybody. Tonight we're having a look at the Sangamo Western Digital Spring Reserve Time Switch. This particular model, I actually own 7 of these, and this is just one of 7. I have one which unfortunately the gear wheels have actually lost some of their teeth, so if anybody knows where I might better pick up some old ones from somewhere, if you might be kind enough to let me know. But as I say, this is a really good time switch. I mean, considering its age, I've had this one up and running since, no word of a lie, this one is running me outside lights in my shed. I've had this time switch since 1988. It's only had to have an oil once. I've today given it a service, a bit of a clean up, but they are so reliable. They are just fantastic time switches. Unfortunately, I think you can see the contacts inside. It's spring reserve wheel. It's also got an escape movement. It was originally, if I can find it, it was the property of Eastern Electricity Board PLC. There you go. But now it's been running my outside lights for those years. It's not a bad clock. I'm actually now picked up a few of the battery reserve time switches by Sangamo, but these certainly bring back a few old memories. It's highly clean, it's polished, and but I think they're actually still front covers. You can get these in a solar dial, but this one, for some reason, it's got a shiny face. But I can well imagine, I know back in their time, when they were in full circulation, you know, before they actually discontinued this particular model, that they were very popular. It's got a changeover wheel on it as well. Now on this time switch, things are slightly different. The arrows are pointing in. It's got Monday to Sunday. It's like a rate changeover. Now on the actual, you've got like two dials. There's one where the actual changeover wheel's got white pointers. The one with red. Now on these time clocks, it's the outer lever which is the on, the inner lever is off, and on the modern ones now the inner lever is switching on and the outer lever is switching off. As you'll see, the actual ons are the actual big pointer, and the smaller ins are the offs. I'll show you the back. This is the back of it. It's a 4 contact pin base. You can get these in 3. It's got the number 59 stamped on it, but I guess probably when the electricity board was using it, if I can actually get the right focus, yeah, you can probably see Eastern Electricity PLC. I believe they were originally used for, I think they were for switching over tariffs on Economy 7 and various rates. But there's the gears. As I say, that they're getting a bit worn. I'm going to have to see if I can pick up any on my travels, but you know, having another 6 of these to hand, you know, I mean, which is actually quite impressive. I think to actually own 7 of these, I think is quite something impressive. Got a few in an auction. This one, actually, I've had hanging around my house, believe it or not, since 1981. Sangamo Western Digital actually first started manufacturing these in 1966. This is when the very first spring reserve time clock was actually manufactured. Throughout the years, what Sangamo actually done, On many occasions when they were in use by the electricity authorities, which these ones were especially made for meter tariff changeovers only. The ones with the red outer dial were for multi-rate meters. The ones with the whiter inner changeover wheel were just like for flat lights, stairwells, you know, people that wanted to buy them. But these you could not buy. If you own one of these with a red reel, these are pretty rare to see, because these were only made for electricity authorities. It's a special configured time switch which is designed for multi-rate tariffs. So generally what the actual rate day changeover does, if you say for example point Saturday and Sunday outwards, have the arrows pointing out, when it comes to switching off times to whatever your desired times on the dial, it will just bypass that mechanism and leave the circuit, let the power go through. But say when it reaches the points where the arrows are pointing in, and then it will switch off. But yeah, you know, they're really something else, these time switches. And I've seen a few on YouTube. Eastern Electricity PLC. There's configuration. Hopefully you'll pick up a few more of these in the future. But you know, I've got, I would say Sangamo products, I've got about, I have 20 battery reserve models. I've got 10 synchronized motor versions, and I also have the early 80s ones. So my total collection of Sangamo time switch products, I own about 50 time switches altogether of this type. Not this particular model, but my collection, I've got about 50 of them. And I've also got the square model, the quartz version. It's like a square box. I own 10 of them, I'm proud to say, which I'm all going to start putting them up on YouTube now. Took a lot of money and years to collect this stuff, and as I say, I've spent a small fortune on them. But this particular type I've only got 4 of, because you could not buy these. These were specially configured by Sangamo Western Digital Enfield PLC for electricity boards, electric meter tariff switchovers only. But I do hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, it's good to see a few of these still around. Shame they stopped making them. Enjoy the video.